everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. Today is for the love of homemade kits, and I am going to be scraplifting that layout you just saw on my phone. And I'm using my papers that I put in this collection, and some of the papers I put in are from Pink Fresh, and it's just a little lovely, I believe it's called. And I'm using this ombre piece with pinks on it. And first I'm going to go in and I'm gessoing my paper because I never know what mixed media I'm going to do on my papers, and I love to always add some type of mixed media to my projects. So I always prepare my paper just in case I change my mind or I want to do something, a lot of mixed media, or even if it's just splattering, I still like to have the gesso. So I always prep my page. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to start ripping some papers. So this one here is also part of that collection. And I'm going to rip this little green minty piece out, and I'm going to distress it on the edges a little bit more because I want it to have that really rough look. And in a minute you'll see me, I'm also going to rip the top part of it as well. And I'm going to come in with another piece now I'm using my ruler because I didn't like the way it was ripping. So I just used the ruler and it kind of guides it for me. And I'm going to use another piece as well from this collection that's in my kit for this month. It's a black and white, black and white flower. Sorry, I couldn't get it out. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to rip this one as well. And in a minute, you're going to see me color it. I'm going to color those flowers with some pretty colors with my Vicky Bouton watercolor markers that I just got from Tuesday morning. I was so excited when I saw them there. So excited. So that's kind of how it's going to go. But first, like I said, I'm going to color. I did gesso these as well because I knew I was going to go in on the flower piece and color those flowers. So I'm just taking my Vicky Bouton watercolor markers and you just squeeze a little out with some water. You can put it on some acetate if you like. This I could actually have used my mat, but I decided not to. And I'm just coloring in the flowers, the colors that I want them. And I'm going to use the mint green one for the leaves. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, I'm so tired. And the cotton candy one I'm using for the flowers. And I'm also going to come in with some purple, and that is plum pudding, I believe it's called. And if you're new to my channel, what this series is about us following a recipe. We put a kit together in the beginning of the month on the 1st, and we follow the recipe, and it calls for whatever colored papers or wood veneers or whatever it may call for, and we make a kit, and then we post our layouts every Monday, and we use our products from our kits, which is super fun because it gets you a way to use, your stuff, your stash up. So if you like to play along, I always have in the beginning of the month, I always show what the recipe is, and you can play along if you like every month. So that is kind of what this is all about. And while I am doing this, I just wanted to remind you all not to forget to check out the other ladies who are also doing the layouts for this month. And I will have the link down below. It's a playlist. You just have to click on the one link, and then everybody's videos will pop up under that link. And then you just click on everybody's and watch theirs and see what they're doing. So I am in love with these water markers, as I was saying. They are absolutely gorgeous. They are so much fun to play with. And you could do pretty much anything with these. You can add some drops to some iridescent glaze or modeling paste or white acrylic paint, anything you want. You could do the packaging technique with these. You just add some water with some of the drops of color to the acetate piece and then do the packaging technique. You could do whatever you want, guys. It is endless. These markers are awesome and the colors are gorgeous. Every color of the rainbow, they're absolutely beautiful. I highly suggest if you have a Tuesday morning, you see them there, you should pick them up because they're only $20. And online, I know they're like $39, I believe. $35 or $39, I'm pretty sure, because I did look at them before. And I get really lucky finding these. So they are coming out in the Tuesday morning. So if you have a Tuesday morning, I would take a look. And now you're going to see me, I dried that all up, and now I'm just using my tape gun, and I'm going to tape these pieces down, and I'm trying to be careful because it wasn't completely dry, so I wanted to make sure I didn't smudge anything. And I'm going to put that piece down as well. And now I'm going to start creating my little cluster behind my photo with some papers. And these are my scraps that are left over from this kit that I made. And I have this paper that says I love you on it that was from a Hit Kit Club kit. So I'm going to use that to back my photo. And I'm also going to use that 6x8 piece. And that, I believe, is a Cocoa Vanilla paper that I had just sitting around, and I added it to my stash because it went really great with these colors. So I added it on. And that's what's great about following this recipe is you go in your stash and you find things you're like, oh, this looks good with these papers. Oh, this goes with this papers. And it's like, there's just so much you can do and use and be like, you wouldn't have never used these if you didn't put them in your kit. So that's what I love about this series. So now I'm going to back it with this striped one too. And this is a scrap left over as well from a previous Hip Kit Club kit. And I'm just going to cut this down. And I did distress the edges of all my papers with my little distress tool. And now you're going to see me come in, and that's where my photo is going to go. And now I'm going to start building my clusters. But first I'm going to, of course, pop my photo up with some craft foam. And this craft foam I just get at Walmart. You can get it at any craft store though, but I get it at Walmart because it is a lot cheaper and you get more. You get 40 pieces for $5. So that's why I use it. And it's really sticky and it works really well. So I'm going to put that down. And now you're going to see me come in with some of these acetate flowers that were in this collection as well. And I'm going to start making my clusters like I said. And I'm going to tuck these in on the sides. And I'm going to make a cluster in the top there where that little card is. I use a couple die cuts. And I'm also going to use that little banner that you see there. You'll see me stick it down in a minute. And I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to put on this side. And I do use this banner, but I needed another piece of foam behind it because the foam piece that was on the back of it just wasn't high enough to make it pop up a little bit. So I use a little piece and I stick it down, and there you go. And this collection is very beautiful, and if I wouldn't have added it in this month, I still probably wouldn't have used it. So I'm glad I had it to do, and it fit right in with our little recipes that we came up with. And now I'm just going to start layering. I'm going to use this little one down here that says our little chit chat because we always have our chit chats together. This is a selfie of me and two of my girls. And a couple years ago, they used to love doing selfies. Now I can hardly get them to do it. But I was able to get this selfie, and I love these moments with them. So I wanted to scrapbook it. And of course, my title is going to be Live in the Moment because we were living in the moment. We were having fun, taking a bunch of selfies, and it's just a great moment with your kids, and we have our little talks, and it's just great. And that other little piece that you see by my flower cluster on the left-hand bottom side, it says, this is us because this is us. And I put a little flare button on there and some puffy stickers that came in this collection. And now I'm just going to move this down a little so I could fit my title. And I end up cutting the card down a little bit, which is fine. And I put a little puffy sticker on top of that card as well. And this is my title. And I believe I come in with some butterflies too. I had a Bow Bunny, it's a Bow Bunny chipboard pieces that I had. And they had these pretty butterflies on them. And I wanted to put them on here because they went really well. There was a mint green one and a pink one. So I thought they were perfect. So I stuck those down. And now, of course, I'm going to go in and do a little bit of splattering with the Vicky Bouton colors. And this is the cotton candy one. And I'm using the mint green one. And I'm just going to do some on the top and these two corners and on the bottom two corners. And that is it, guys. That's it. That is the layout I love, love, love the way this turned out. Um, I'm really using up my kit really well, so I'm very excited about that. And I just want to remind you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. I'm in a lot of collaborations, so if you want to check them out, subscribe to my channel so that you could see them on almost every day with a new layout. So here are your close-ups. So just hit that red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. So I hope you guys like it. I think it turned out really pretty. I love the papers. I love the acetate flowers. Everything was like awesome. And I want to thank you for watching. And remember, stay crafty. Bye.